Welcome everyone to HueFin, also known as HueFin News. Today is March the 6th, 2021. Hope everyone has had a wonderful week trading these cryptocurrencies, stock market, whatever case you may be in the market. Hopefully you have been winning in this particular space. We're going to go ahead and take a quick look at some of the chats that we are getting from everyone who is watching this Lookout live stream session. We have Eminem coming from Chicago. We have King Kenny, coming from Ireland. We also have Silas coming from Denmark. And we also have RJB10101 coming from Nottingham. The UK also, B-Show. What's going on, everyone? Hopefully everyone has been doing great and well. We're going to talk about a couple of cryptocurrencies that some of our artisan members wanted to look at on today's Lookout live stream session. Now, if this is your first time watching us live, I'm here to tell you this is our opportunity for us to collaborate, for us to chat, for us to kind of be on the lookout for what we're expecting to occur in the future. Like I said, whether it's in the cryptocurrency space, in the stock market, even in commodities, right? We got Lord Venro Even coming from Houston, Texas. Welcome. We have G Livingstoner coming from Santa Cruz. Welcome. Everyone is coming in. Definitely want to thank you all for taking the opportunity out to watch this live stream. You know, you could be doing any other things with your time, but hopefully we can give you some information that you can benefit from going forward into the market. All right. So now I wanted us to look real quick at our two perk packages that we're offering. There's two of them. We have the apprentice as well as the artisan. You guys can see, if you're interested, you can click on the join button that's right next to the subscribe button on YouTube. And you can see that with the apprentice perk, you all will have access to our loyalty badges, as well as our custom emojis that we've created to ensure that we have the ability to call the markets without actually placing any funds in this particular space. So for every video we upload, for every live stream we do, we want you all to utilize those custom emojis to try to get a grasp as to where you think price is going to go. So if the market is on fire, use the fire emoji. If you think the market is strong or weak, use those emojis. If you think the market is a particular buy, you want to cop it, go ahead and buy it. If you think the market is going to fall, you want to drop that particular market. So use those custom emojis as we continue to upload our predictions in this space. Now for our next perk, the artisan perk, you guys can see here, it's called the Lookout. This is our opportunity for when we go live. So you need to pick this particular perk if you're interested in a cryptocurrency that we don't cover on a normal basis or any other stock or commodity. If there's a chart, we can look at it. And I know we can't cover every chart, every market that's available. So if you're interested in one particular stock or cryptocurrency, you need to become part of our artisan perk where we can all collaborate and see where we're expecting the market to go. Okay. So like I said, we have three charts that we're going to look at today to try to grasp and see where the market is headed. All right. So the first one that we're going to look at, this is coming from Cisco. He wanted us to take a look at Tezos. All right. You guys can see right here, we did one recently. It is in our Tezos playlist, of which we were expecting the market to go lower in price. And, you know, already you guys can tell that from the most part, Tezos is still in a uptrend, right? The market is still garnering strength. This is what the trap is letting us know. That is the trap right there. I just popped them up right there on our screen. He is the one that we are paying attention to. Everything else is irrelevant in the market. He literally lets us know where the price is going to go, but we need to make sure that we interpret it correctly so we can ensure we are in position, right? So let's check this out. So like I said, we all can see visually that the market in Tezos is still following a trend. So we have no problems, right? In the long term, the market in Tezos is still in a uptrend. You can see on our last prediction, which we garnered on March the 4th, we've expected the market in Tezos to go lower in price. And that has already, for the most part, came and passed. The market in Tezos the next day on the 5th of March went ahead and moved to the downside. But you see something, the market did not close on the low of that particular day. So what is really going on into the market in Tezos? I want you all to let us know. What do you think is going on in the market in Tezos? Take a look at this. I'm going to circle this for each and every one of you. I want you all to tell me what is going on with these trading days right here that I've circled. Because what occurred during February 23rd all the way to today's date is going to have a big impact on where the market in Tezos is headed. So what do you think is going on all of these price bars in the market in Tezos? I mean, you can see how the market is literally trading sideways, but not in a direction. And what occurred on this day also has a lot to do with what's been going on recently in Tezos. So take all of that into consideration. Let us know, what do you think the market in Tezos is? Is it strong? Is it weak? There you go. Cisco said that the market in Tezos is in a range. That is exactly right. So from where did this range start? You know, we came from in Tezos, we came from all the way up here around $5, almost $6, and we came down. Now the market is range bound, right? So what is going on? Is the market strong or weak? Let me see if I can change it over to a different time frame real quick. So let's look at this on the hourly time frame. This is 13 hours. Do you see any indications of weakness here? What about on the 9-hour time frame? Do you see any weakness here? Weekly time frame, what do you all see here? Do you think the market in Tezos has more room to run to move higher in price? Because if so, you need to make sure that you're in position to capitalize from it. Cisco says that the market in Tezos is consolidating. That is correct. So the question is, do you expect the market in Tezos to go higher in price? Let someone in the chat, let me know if you think Tezos is going to go higher in price. And if so, how high do you think the market is going to go? Okay, because I'm already seeing a restriction area into the market in Tezos that is holding back price. I want Cisco, if he knows, let me know how high you think the market in Tezos is going to go before we see some restriction. And there's no right or wrong answers. I mean, we all have the ability to interpret the price bars and the volume the way that we see fit. So there's no right or wrong answers when you are forecasting and predicting the market. So let me see if I can give you all a hint real quick. Okay. So that is the hint right there. So now we need to make a determination. There you go. Clayton Gordon said that $4 is restriction in the market for Tezos as of this particular moment. Now, why do we say that? You guys can see right here that the market in Tezos back in February held support. Then again on March the 3rd, it found restriction. And even again today, we're finding restriction right now. So now we've seen that the trap has told us already that that area is going to be restriction. Do you think there's going to be enough energy to break price above $4? That's the question. Now you need to look at what occurred on these days right here to answer that question. Do you think the market has enough juice to break past $4 to the upside? I like that too, Cisco. That is the next area. What Cisco wrote in the chat, you guys can see, he wrote $4.20. That's the next area. So you guys are hitting it right. You guys are doing an excellent job at calling where restriction is into the market. So we got two areas of restriction. You're right, Jackie. It does need more volume to go higher. We need to see increase in volume for Tezos to break those restriction areas. Appreciate that, Lord. for the super chat. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate the support. Hopefully y'all are learning a lot from us digesting what we're seeing from the price chart perspective. All right. So now you guys can see this volume is pretty much light from what Jackie said. The volume is extremely light compared to what we've seen in February. So could he be building a cause? Because you guys can remember, everyone said that the market was consolidating and trading sideways in Tezos, right? Could this market be consolidating in that range so it can build up enough momentum to break? No problem, Tina. That is precisely what is going on. So now let's look at this on a 3-day time frame. So you guys can see, even in the midst of Tezos on these 3-day price bars, there has been selling going on. I'll be the first one to tell all of y'all that the market in Tezos has been going through some selling. But you know what? What hasn't occurred? When you think of selling, you always want to remember this. When you think of selling, you want to think of it as selling equals down prices. Selling equals lower price, right? Whenever you see weakness on a chart, that's supposed to be indicative that the market is going to go lower. Well, that's not the case in Tezos. We've seen 3 consecutive price bars to where the market in Tezos did not fall. And even on this current one, the market is still not falling. So we are seeing a lot of interest in the market in Tezos around this particular range. And then let's not forget that the market in Tezos is still in a uptrend. But we do not want to forget what occurred here in the background as well. Okay. So as of this particular moment, the market in Tezos is healthy to where we would be expecting it to go high in price from what we're seeing on these varying time frames. But that's why I wanted us to see how high do you think the market in Tezos is really going to go? Because without enough momentum, without enough volume, the market is not going to go that high. So we really need to see strength come into the market in Tezos in order for us to really feel positive for it to come up to $4.20, right? And literally, that is where the tops of these couple of 5-day price bars were at, right there around $4. Okay. But I do like it. You know, I definitely think that the market in Tezos has a couple of legs to run, go up higher, $4, $4.20. And then from there, we'll have to come in and reevaluate it to see whether or not the volume, the interest, the demand is going to continue to push that price past $4.20. Okay. So yeah, currently I think that the market in Tezos, it is strong, but it's not that strong to where I would be expecting us to see a very widespread movement to the upside like we did on this particular week of February 8, 2021. All right. So that is Tezos. I'm going to continue to keep our forecast that we did though back here on the 4th of March. I'm going to continue to keep it on. But like I said, we already pretty much went to the downside the day after we did our prediction. So I'm just going to keep it on. Once we come back and do our next video, we'll go ahead and update you all on that. Keep your eyes open. $4. That is restriction. And then the next one's going to be $4.20. All right. So that is the first one. The second one that we're going to look at is going to be Zilliqa. We're going to pay attention to the market in Zilliqa. And you all can see right here, we did a prediction into the market for this currency as well back on February the 25th, 2021 already. I want you all to tell me, what do you all think? What is the current trend into the market in Zilliqa? You guys can see here that the market in Zilliqa is in a uptrend, right? It's pretty much doing the same thing as what Tezos was doing, which many of you said was trading in a channel. Tell me one thing that this market is not allowing to do. What do you think? This is why it's real important that we pay attention to what occurs in combination, in collection with every other daily time frame or whatever price bar you're looking at, you need to combine them all together to formulate a picture. Okay. So what do you all think about Zilliqa? Do you like it? Do you think the market is a cop? Do you think it's a drop? Let me know. Do you want to buy it? Do you want to sell it? What do you do? And then after you tell me that in the chat, we'll go ahead and do our analysis and see what we got from the trap perspective. All right, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. Now, you could get a whole lot of different sentiment into the market. Is all dependent on the time frame that you are referencing. All right, so you can see here how the market in Zilliqa has been consolidating. Right, it has just been trading sideways on a daily basis. One thing that is real important that I want you all to see is take a look at this. What's been going on into the market in Zilliqa? It has been obeying that ascending line. That's very, very good to see into the market in Zilliqa. But we have a problem. While the market has been obeying that ascending line, there has also been weakness. That's a problem, especially while we're seeing the market in Zilliqa hold that line. We need to see strength right there alongside our ascending line. We're not even seeing that at all. So that is in jeopardy. This ascending line is in jeopardy of being broken to the downside in Zilliqa. Let me show you. So you guys can remember, I went ahead and switched it over to the 3-day time frame, and you can see here a little bit better that the market in Zilliqa had a pretty good run right there on that last completed 3-day price bar on March the 2nd right here. But we closed well off of the highs, which lets us know that the market in Zilliqa is still there, right there around 11 cents, right? There's selling going on, just like in Tezos. There is selling going on into the market in Zilliqa, but one of the best things that we have going for this particular market to see higher price is the fact that it is holding that trend, the ascending line, and the volume currently is extremely light. That's very good. So let's check this out. On the 5-day time frame, it's a little bit more worrisome. Okay. This current 5-day price bar is again indicative that the market in Zilliqa is weak. Let me show you which one I'm talking about. This is the 5-day price bar I'm talking about. Right there. This 5-day price bar is weak. It is indicating to us that the market in Zilliqa is weak. Now, where do you think support is? Let us know. Where do you all think the market support is in Zilliqa? And again, like I said earlier, there's no right or wrong answers. I mean, we're all in this together. We are all in this to learn as much as we can to ensure that we become better call marketers in whatever market we go to. All right. So there's no right or wrong answers. We're just simply trying to see if we can gauge to where the market support is into the market in Zilliqa. Now, how you can tell that is take a look at where each price bar has opened and closed, right? So what do y'all think it is? Cisco has 9 cents. Julian Road has 9 cents. So let's see that 9-cent area. Okay. So now, in order for the market in Zilliqa, right, to continue its ability to go higher in price, do you think 9 cents is support? Right? We're trending, and the market currently is trading up here around 11.5 cents. So in order for the market to continue to see higher price in Zilliqa, you think 9 cents is support? What about this one? In order for the market in Zilliqa to continue to see higher price, it has to stay above 11. Remember what I said? I said pay attention to where the market has open and closed. So on these 3 5-day price bars, the market in Zilliqa closed above 11 cents. It opened and closed above 11 cents here, and it is doing again. So that is really important that we all need to see in Zilliqa. If this market breaks 11 cents, if it breaks 11 cents to the downside, the up move is over, and we will be expecting the market to go extremely lower in price, like Cisco and Julian said, probably to 9 cents to grab support. So this 5-day time frame is real important for us to see the trap hold price above 11 cents, because the moment we break it, we're going to come back down to 10 and then eventually 9 cents. All right, so in order for us to continue to see the price go higher in Zilliqa, it has to stay above 11 cents. That's where the crossroad is. This is where the market intersects. We break this area, that's going to be massive, because the trap needs to hold 11 cents as support, and it needs to trend alongside that ascending line. And if 11 cents comes through and we break that to the downside, we now realize that this upward movement in Zilliqa is now over. And looking at this on the 5-day time frame, that is definitely on the table for the market in Zilliqa to go lower in price. Right? And I'm seeing it even here on the weekly time frame, even though we have a day and 6 hours left. So I really don't see a lot of strength coming to the market in Zilliqa as of this particular moment. But the only thing that those who are wishing the market in Zilliqa go higher is that trend, is that ascending line. Okay. Let me do this real quick, because you can look at this on the hourly time frame, and you can even see right here how the market is trying to prop itself up on that ascending line. So that is still in process. You know, this market in Zilliqa can still move higher in price as I look through these varying time frames. Right? But I'm going to play the weakness on this one in the long term, i.e. 5-day time frame, the weekly time frame. I will be expecting the market in Zilliqa to go lower in price. And like Cisco and Julian said, maybe around 9 cents to try to come in and prop up the market right there around 9 cents, 9.5 cents. Okay. And another thing that I will state as to why I'm looking for the market to go lower is because if I don't see the market in Zilliqa break up above 12.5 cents, even 13 cents, then yeah, the weakness is still in play. Okay. I really won't change that analysis until I see the market in Zilliqa break 13 cents to the upside. Okay. So yeah, we're going to look for the market in Zilliqa to go lower. You guys can already see we anticipated some higher price movement. Initially, it traded sideways, and then we finally got a small pop on the 3rd of March, came up there to our TP area of 13 cents, and now we're coming right back down. All right. So that is what we're seeing into the market in Zilliqa. The last one that we're going to look at for today on this particular lookout live stream session is going to be 1 inch. So let's take a look at 1 inch real quick. So this is the 1 inch token right here. We really don't cover this cryptocurrency at all. So this is going to be our first time looking at the market in 1 inch. So I want you all to tell me, before I look into this and we break this down to see what the trap is anticipated to do, what do you all think? Make sure when you look at the market, you pay attention to the volume in combination to what correlates with that particular day's trading. So already we should be seeing what has happened on the trading day of this volume day what happened on this volume day in trading, that lets us know a lot. So take a look at that real quick and let me know, what do you think into the market in 1 inch? These are massive indications as to what is anticipated to happen into the market in 1 inch. And when you take a holistic viewpoint into the market for 1 inch, look at what occurred and at what price level we were at when we've seen this massive volume in 1 inch. Silas, he wrote that the market in 1 inch is in a downtrend. Good observation. Do you think the market is going to continue in a downtrend, or do you think we're about to stop? All right, so let's go ahead and break this down real quick. So I told you when we first looked at 1 inch, Cisco said that the market would go up soon. Silas, question. My question is, you stated that the market was in a downtrend, right? In 1 inch. Do you think the downtrend is going to continue? Do you think the market is going to continue to go lower past $3.50? Like, how low do you think the market is going to continue in a downtrend? It was my question. I wanted to see if you can give me an answer to. Because when we take a look at the market in 1 inch, right? What occurred on the 31st of January? Let's look in on that particular day. Okay. So look, we've seen a lot of volume on the 31st of January, and the market didn't close on the high of the bar. In fact, we closed lower. So that tells us that there were selling going on into the market in 1 inch. And it was so much selling that, yeah, the market went higher, back up here towards $6, right? And then again, $6 on the 14th. Ever since then, the market has been trending lower. We're losing that demand into the market in 1 inch. And during that particular time, if we were to take these trading days right here only, right? Let's just focus on these days right here. The market trap has shown us that he enjoyed propping the market up in 1 inch above $4.50. This is where the majority of the trading occurred, right? In order for us to really have seen the strength during this particular time frame, we would have already broken up to the upside, but instead, take a look at what happened. We broke below $4.50. So that lets us know already that the market in 1 inch is weak. So like Silas says, the market is in a downtrend. Same thing happened on this particular day on the 26th of February. The price bar pretty much looks the same. Take a look at them. This is the first one. This is the second one. They pretty much look identical in the sense of where they closed. That is massive in terms of what he's trying to let us know, the trap. That lets us know that there were more sellers into the market than there were buyers. So this whole time that the market in 1 inch has been trading above $4.50 was selling. That is precisely what the trap is letting us know. The market is being sold up there around $4.50 to $6. So like Silas says, we're in a downtrend, right? So we got that. So now we need to make a determination as to, okay, cool. The market is in a downtrend. How low do you think the market is going to go? Because look at this. We are finding another area to which the trap likes to hold the market, just like he did back in February. how he propped up the market at $4.50, he is doing that again at $3.50. Now let's look at this on a 3-day time frame real quick. So this is the 3-day time frame into the market in 1 inch. We're in a downtrend, right? There's nothing that we can do about it. If you're bullish into the market in 1 inch, it is not the time, because he is letting us know precisely what the market is going to do. So this is going to be our area of contention. This is going to be where we need to focus in on as to what's going to be confirmed as to, are we going to continue to go lower, or are we going to continue to go higher in price and break the trend to the downside? Okay. Looking at this on the 5-day time frame, we're still seeing some weakness. Even here on the weekly time frame, it kind of looks like Zilliqa, doesn't it? On how we're seeing the market in 1 is closed towards the low end of the bar. And we're still seeing the market reject right up here towards $4.50 in 1 inch. So this downtrend will not change until we see the market in 1 inch break back up above $4.50. I just wanted to show you all that right here. Okay, maybe around $4.35, give or take. But this downtrend will continue until we see this market break above $4.35 on strength, right? It tried this current weekly price bar, is still trying, but right now it is not being successful. So we are still seeing this market in 1 inch in a downtrend. So the downtrend is not over yet. Okay. So now look at all these lines on my chart, right? This is simply confusing. So we need to play what the current environment is into the market in 1 inch. And we're going to do that. So we're going to get rid of this area here. We now know that $3.50 is support. We now know that $4.50 is restriction. So that is the channel. Okay. Mentally keep that into your mind, that that is the trading channel that 1 inch is trading in. So we're going to follow this trend right here, the downtrend. So obviously, to visualize and anticipate price movement, we already know that $3.50 can still be propped up and held as support. So yeah, even though we're anticipating the market and wanted to go lower, the trap has already confirmed that he enjoyed holding price above $3.50. So that area is the only thing that will go against our particular forecast in 1 inch. And we can see that, that is just some of the risks that you place when you come into the market and anticipate predictions. We know that though. So we're going into this forecast understanding that $3.50 is support right now. But I told you, that's why I really won't get bullish into the market in 1 inch or expect the price to really go higher until we see a break above $4.50. Because that will also confirm that $3.50 is support and that the market has broken this downtrend. What's going on, Funky C? So that's it. We're going to play a little bit of weakness into the market in 1 inch based off of the higher time frames, i.e. the weekly, the 3-week, the 5-day time frame. We're still seeing that the market in 1 inch is generally still weak. But there is a lifesaver right here. $3.50. Now, why do I say that's a lifesaver? Because something happened into the market in 1 inch during that time. Look at these 2 days right here. Right? Look at these 2-day price bars right here. Right there on the 25th and the 26th of February, the market got hit. It got walloped with a lot of selling, right? But that $3.50 did not break. So that lets me know that that is a very strong area of support into the market in 1 inch. So we will have to come into the market and skim off a little bit there. so we can exit out the market just in time for it to break back up and break that descending line. So we'll skim off a little bit around $3.50, which is about 7% profitability. I'm going to lower it down just a little bit more though, because in a longer time frame, we're definitely seeing how the market is in control of the weakness. All right. So these are just a couple of things that you all can utilize to your benefit when you are interpreting price bars. Every price bar, every volume bar has a story to tell. And that is something that we possess here on this channel. We interpret what these price bars and volume mean. And once you're able to do the same thing, you'll be in a very powerful position. So much so that you'll see price movement to where a lot of people have no idea until after it happens. The market tells a story. I mean, when you think about it, when you look at price charts, okay, you got to think about how many people are playing the market. And everyone, once they enter into the market, they are placing their ideas there. And once you see that, you're able to digest that and get placed into a position because you already know based off what the price bars and the volume entails as to what is the sentiment of the market. And we've been showing you all that for these 3 cryptocurrencies here today. That in the long term, we're still seeing weakness. In the short term, specifically in Tezos, we can actually see the market go high in price. Right? So let's not make this confusing. Everyone tries to use those technical indicators, the MACDs, the stochastics, those moving averages, the simple moving averages, the exponential moving average, Fibonacci retracements. All of that does not benefit us at all because it doesn't give us a heads up as to where price is going to go. When everyone comes into the market, you would think, especially these large institutions, right? We need to appreciate the large institutions. We need to appreciate all of the research that they put into these cryptocurrencies and stocks. You know why? Because they have more to lose into the market than regular retail traders. So once they come into the market, you best believe that they've done their research and where they expect a particular market to go. So if you're following the stock market, for instance, right? And let me show you. Right? So this is Tesla, okay? This is the market in Tesla. You don't think that these larger institutions didn't expect the market to go lower in price? Take a look at the volume. You'll see precisely where their footprints are at. And it lets us know everything. This was a massive indication right here that a big institution came and purchased Tesla. Right there around $625 to $700. Right there. You cannot miss it. That lets us know pretty much what's going to go on into the market in Tesla. You want to know why? Because once you look in combination to that volume and at where the market closed, right there, let's zoom in. The market right there closed at the high of the bar. That lets us know that there was massive demand and that they were anticipating the market to go higher in price. That is why the market in Tesla during December going into January shot high in price. They knew that. They wouldn't have came into the market if they didn't know that. They would not have bought Tesla at $625, $700 if they didn't expect it to go higher in price. And whoever did this volume, it might have been Kathy Woods and her investment fund, or, Ron Barron, who's another billionaire. But they told us right there on that particular day that they are looking for the market to go higher. They did their research. They did it. So all we need to do is, once we acknowledge that, we could get in position and capitalize from it. Because from December the 18th, 2020, take a look. This is where whoever bought Tesla on December 18th, they sold it up here. all of these days, the market in Tesla was just trading sideways. They were selling the market, while many people on YouTube were saying to buy Tesla right there around $825, $900, expecting the market to continue to go higher in price. That is massive. It eliminates a lot of this confusion that so many people place on their charts. We don't need that. We appreciate these very high volume price days because it lets us know what occurs. So that's it. Hopefully you all have learned a lot from our analysis, from us looking at these price charts and the collaboration. I definitely appreciate everyone who attended. Definitely appreciate everyone who has given their interpretation of the price bar. This is what we're all about, to make sure that we all can call the markets so we can ensure that we are in position. So now, if you are interested into participating in our Lookout live stream session on a particular chart that you want to see, then make sure you join in with our Artisan perk. It is right next to the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And also, I definitely want to encourage each and every one of you to use those custom emojis if you're an apprentice perk. Call the markets right alongside with us, so we can continue to learn, so that we can continue to beat the market and we can continue to win. This is what we do. And we definitely want you all to come in and participate right alongside with us, because this information, it is not being garnered anywhere. I mean, when you think about it, these massive institutions who have hundreds of billions of dollars of assets under management, they will not let us know their plans. The only way that we can see what is going on into the market is by the price bars and the volume. So no one wants to give anyone the trade secrets. No one wants to, everyone wants to get ahead of someone else in the market, right? And this is what these massive institutions utilize. They create research firms, they create graphs and algorithms and all of these robots to ensure that they get ahead of everyone else, that they get the first trade. But for us, we can predict. There's no way that an algorithm can predict where a market's going to go in the next couple of days to weeks to months, right? Unless they come and create or take, the mentality and the knowledge that we know and put it into an algorithm and utilize it to their benefit, then yeah, they can. But as of this moment, they're not there yet. All right. So again, join us. We're going to be doing this on the weekends. You guys want to follow up with us? We send out a post beginning of every week to gauge which charts you want to look at. We send them out only to our Artisan members so that we can get an idea as to, okay, what's on the market, what's on the mind, what do we need to be on the lookout for? All right. So make sure you join us. I definitely appreciate everyone taking out this opportunity out. Like I said earlier, you guys could have been doing something else with your time, but you saw fit to participate and join us in our Lookout live stream session. And again, we definitely appreciate that. Oh, Funky C, what exchange do you use to short the market? You could use Binance. It all depends on how much allocation or funds you have into the market that they would allow you to short. And I think there's a couple of other exchanges that allows you to short the market. I forgot the name of the one. I know there's one exchange. It's not regulated, so you definitely have to be careful with it. But I know there's one, Hugo's Way. I know there's a couple of other ones that allows you to short the market in the cryptocurrency space. But for financial institutions, like traditional U.S. equity markets and ETFs and stocks, you definitely have to have like maybe $25,000 or more before they even allow you to think about shorting a particular stock or market. And not only do you need to short the market with stocks and equities, you can short the market by playing options, right? You can put in a call option. You can put in a put option if you're expecting a particular stock to go lower in price. So in that particular instance, you're not necessarily shorting the market, but you're anticipating with the option, with the put option, that you're looking for the market to go lower in price, right? So you're not necessarily shorting the stock, but you are still participating and profiting off of the market going lower once you put in a put option. So if you don't have that allocation of $20,000 to short a particular stock, you can still, in a sense, short a stock by placing a put option on that, and you can capitalize that way in anticipation of the market going lower. All right, no problem, Cisco. Thank you. I appreciate you being a member of ours on our channel. Hopefully we have been giving you a lot of information that you can utilize on your daily walk as you go into the market. No problem, mate. All right, y'all. So that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And again, we'll talk on our next Lookout live stream session. Make sure you maintain a profitability. Now you know what to do. Trade different.